Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show with Mark and Sarah. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
And today's show is brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it.
Squatch it.
At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com. And remember, the party starts at Ruper's. Also brought to you by DuBois Electric, building lasting relationships since 1967. From homes to businesses, their licensed, fully trained technicians handle it all. Repairs, upgrades, standby generators, EV chargers, heat pumps, and more. No job is too big and no job is too small. Learn more at DuBoisElectric.com.
We have the pleasure of being joined in studio today by the president and CEO of the Lewiston, Auburn Metropolitan Chamber of Commerce, Shanna Cox. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm dandy. It's gorgeous out.
Yeah.
It's already nice. I didn't wear my coat in this morning.
No, didn't need it.
I'm feeling really good. Optimistic about today.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And it just dawned on me that this is our final interview with you as the leader of the chamber.
I know. I'm going to miss
Wild.
you guys. I'll have to find you in all your many other endeavors in community.
You know where to look for us.
Yeah. I know. I'm excited that of my last public things that I get to do in this role, it's to be with you guys. I couldn't ask for something more. It's
We
perfect.
love it.
Let's not do any work today.
All right.
Okay.
That sounds wonderful.
I'm all for it. We'll talk to Shanna all about some chamber stuff and a whole lot more coming up here in just a bit. But before we do, let's take a look at some headlines for Tuesday, March 10th.
The city of Auburn is inviting residents to a public forum on manufactured home parks. Topics include rent stabilization, ownership opportunities, and investing in manufactured home communities. The Mobile Home Community Forum is scheduled for March 17th at 5:30 p.m. at the Auburn Senior Community Center at 48 Pettingill Park Road.
The Maine Turnpike Authority will soon offer Easy Pass sticker tags as an alternative to the current plastic battery-powered transponders. The stickers cannot be moved from one vehicle to another. Once they are removed from the windshield, they will no longer work. In addition to a lower cost, benefits include reduced plastic, a battery-free device, and enhanced security.
Senator Angus King joined several colleagues aiming to stop Donald Trump's plan to construct a commemorative arch on federal property. They argued that the president's plan is illegal unless authorized by Congress. King said, quote, "This is a straightforward example of checks and balances and an exercise of congressional authority."
And the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee advanced the nomination of former Lewiston Chief of Police David St. Pierre to be the U.S. Marshal for the District of Maine by a 20-2 vote. St. Pierre served in the Lewiston PD for over 30 years and as chief from 2021 until his retirement last year. His nomination now moves to the Senate floor for consideration by the full body. Now it's time for the weather.
Weather? Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love. You guys, you don't even want to know about today because it's so awesome.
Sing it.
Today is going to be sunny with a high of 68.
What?
And a low of 37.
The snow will be gone.
Yeah, well, it's going to be cloudy tomorrow with rain starting in the afternoon and lasting throughout the evening. High of 44, low of 36, so more melting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Cloudy Thursday with highs in the mid-50s.
In sports, Red Sox outfielder Roman Anthony hit a 3-run homer, and Sox pitcher Garrett Whitlock earned the save as Team USA beat Mexico 5-3 in the World Baseball Classic. Sox outfielder Jarren Duran hit 2 home runs for Mexico. Team USA will play Italy tonight at 9 before heading into the playoffs.
Tonight, the Bruins will host the Los Angeles Kings at 7 p.m.
The Celtics visit the San Antonio Spurs tonight at 8.
The Maine Nordiques visit the New Hampshire Mountain Kings this afternoon at 1 p.m.
And we encourage you to check out the Lydia Media Facebook page because our own Cooper Flagg did a commercial with Larry Bird, who Cooper said is his favorite NBA player.
I'm not surprised by that at all.
It is very funny, and it's worth a look. So that is posted on our Facebook page. That is your news, weather, and sports. And right now it's time for the podcast segment that is Swimming! The Twin Cities. It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for March the 10th, shall we?
Yeah, but do any of them matter except for one?
No. That's why we're saving him for last.
Nice.
We are going to start off with singer Carrie Underwood, who is 43 years old today. She won the 4th season of American Idol in 2005, and it's pretty much been downhill for her ever since.
Oh.
Just kidding. She's an international superstar.
Yeah.
Actor John Hamm from Mad Men is 55 years old today.
God, I love that guy.
What has he been in other than Mad Men? Oh, he was in Bridesmaids, Baby
Yeah.
Driver.
He was in The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Nice.
Did you watch that show?
Yeah, but it was a long time ago that I
He's
did.
the Reverend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's so
Yeah.
wild in that show.
He was also in Top Gun Maverick
Yeah.
and voiced roles in Shrek Forever After. Singer Edie Brickell, 60 years old today. That's the one.
What is that song?
What I Am is What I Am. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
That was Edie. She's also
I just
married.
needed a couple words to put it together. I don't
Yeah.
follow the tunes by itself very well.
Yeah. She's also married to singer-songwriter Paul Simon.
For a really long time.
Yeah, good for them.
Like since the 90s or something.
Yeah.
Or late 80s. Yeah.
Legendary music producer Rick Rubin is 63 years old today. He's a co-founder of Def Jam Recordings, founder of American Recordings, and former co-president of Columbia Records. In 2007, Rubin was called the most important producer of the last 20 years by MTV and was named on Time's 2007 list of the 100 most influential people in the world. Actor Sharon Stone, 68 years old today.
Wasn't she in Casino?
Yeah.
She's been in lots of stuff.
She's been in.
Was it Basic?
One?
Basic
Instinct, I
That's
think.
the
the
one.
classic.
That put her on the map, right?
That's the
Yeah.
one that people.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
That was the popular one.
Yeah, she was in The Quick and the Dead. She was in Silver, Catwoman.
For you guys, is there any better Catwoman than Michelle Pfeiffer?
No.
She was the best for me.
Yes.
When she skips away on her whip. Oh, damn, girl.
Shark Tank's Barbara Corcoran is 77 years old today. I used to be a big fan of that show. After watching a few episodes, I decided that if I had something to sell, I had some invention, I would partner with Barbara.
Nice.
She was always my favorite.
You have an invention.
I do, but nobody wants to hear about it. Guitarist Tom Scholz of the band Boston is 79 years old today, one of the best rock guitarists of all time. He is also an MIT-trained engineer who designed and built his own recording studio in an apartment basement in the early 70s. And rounding out FPBs for March the 10th is the one and only Chuck Norris, who is 86 years old today.
Still kicking.
Now,
Still kicking.
oh, Shanna!
Nah.
Did you guys know that Chuck Norris's tears cure cancer?
No.
Yeah, too bad he's never cried.
Oh.
Aww. Chuck Norris knows Victoria's Secret.
Chuck Norris can delete the recycling bin from your computer.
Damn.
Oh,
I know.
There is no chin behind Chuck Norris's beard. There is only another fist.
yeah. Did you know that Chuck Norris destroyed the periodic table because Chuck Norris only recognizes the element of surprise? Yeah.
Oh, damn. I had no idea.
I love a science nerd one.
I had no idea.
Yep.
Chuck Norris can kill your imaginary friends.
That is just cool. Did you guys know that Chuck Norris can dribble a bowling ball?
No way.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's amazing.
He's that amazing. The Dead Sea was alive before Chuck Norris swam there.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris is the reason Waldo is hiding.
Chuck Norris once shot an enemy plane down with his finger by yelling, bang.
Did you know that Chuck Norris doesn't own a stove, an oven, or even a microwave because revenge is a dish best served cold?
Damn.
I heard a bulletproof vest once wore Chuck Norris for protection. That's what I heard.
Did you guys know that Chuck Norris counted to infinity twice?
Yeah, Yeah, I heard that he can make a slinky go upstairs, though.
Oh,
Is
man.
there anything better than that?
I submit that there is not.
That's what I'm saying.
Chuck Norris wears cowboy boots that are made from real cowboys.
That's disturbing.
That's how badass.
It puts the lotion.
Yeah.
Mister.
Did you guys know that Chuck Norris can kill 2 stones with 1 bird? It's happened. I saw it. I think it was in Invasion USA.
When Chuck Norris enters a room, he doesn't turn the lights on. He turns the dark off.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's serious.
Do you ever have breakfast with Chuck Norris? Because I heard he can unscramble an egg.
I've heard that too.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that Chuck Norris can build a snowman out of rain?
No.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. I saw him do that in the Octagon.
I watched him once upon a time win a staring contest with his eyes closed.
How is that possible?
He's magic. He's Chuck Norris. You don't even get to ask how it's possible.
No.
It's Chuck Norris. That's the answer.
Chuck Norris can cook minute rice in 30 seconds.
That is quite a skill.
Not in his microwave.
When Chuck Norris does a push-up, he's pushing the earth down. Yeah, I saw him do that in Delta Force.
Chuck Norris starred in Star Wars. I know you might have missed him, but he was the Force.
Yeah.
Oh, Chuck.
Kids, plug your ears because before he forgot a gift for Chuck Norris, Santa Claus was real.
That's a good one. Did you know that the flu gets a Chuck Norris shot every year?
It makes sense because he built the hospital he was born in.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Chuck Norris.
That's awesome.
Chuck Norris invented airplanes. You know
Really?
why? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was tired of being the only person who could fly.
Oh, was nice of him.
That was. Thanks, Chuck. Chuck Norris is the only person that can punch a cyclops between the eye. Yeah, that happened.
I heard from him once that Chuck Norris doesn't even sleep. He waits.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's bold.
Did you know that Bigfoot claims he once saw Chuck Norris?
That's crazy.
I know.
Chuck Norris never retreats. He just attacks in the opposite direction.
Chuck Norris doesn't actually write books. The words assemble themselves out of fear. Yeah. He looks at some letters. They make their own words. The words get their act together. They write the book, and Chuck's like, "You're done."
Yeah. There you go. I don't know how we have proof of this, but Chuck Norris once won an underwater breathing contest against a fish.
The fish
Crazy.
told that story.
If you spell Chuck Norris in Scrabble, you win forever.
When Chuck Norris slices onions, the onions cry.
I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in one
They
of his
weep.
movies. I think it was Expendables.
Chuck Norris is so cool that he refers to himself in the fourth person.
Oh, damn. Chuck. The chief export of Chuck Norris is pain.
Yeah. That's quantifiable. Chuck Norris can divide by 0.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. It's right up while counting to infinity. Just to be, he's a math wizard, and that's why I love him. Yep.
Did you know that the only time that Chuck Norris has ever been wrong was when he thought he made a mistake? Yeah.
There's an infinity loop in that one too.
Yeah. If you want a list of Chuck Norris's enemies, just check the extinct species list. Yeah.
Chuck Norris doesn't wear a watch. He simply decides what time it is.
Oh, damn. That's bold. That's bold.
Chuck Norris doesn't cheat death. He wins fair and square.
I like that one.
Chuck Norris does not use spell check. If he happens to misspell a word, Oxford will change the spelling.
Oxford's very kind to him.
Yeah.
So Chuck Norris once went to Mars. That's why we know that there's no signs of life there. Took it all out.
Oh,
Took it all out.
yeah. I think I saw that in his movie Missing in Action. Yeah.
Did you know that Chuck Norris can speak Braille?
That's crazy.
I know.
Did you know that Chuck Norris can slam revolving doors? He's the only guy.
That's
to ever
impressive.
do that.
Yeah.
I feel like I've gotten caught in a couple of revolving doors. Revolving doors and escalators. Bad for me. So when Chuck was in middle school, his English teacher assigned an essay, "What is Courage?" And he received an A+ for turning in a blank page with only his name at the top. Started young, this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Whew.
Chuck Norris can strangle you with a cordless phone.
Man, I always thought that was impossible.
No, Chuck Norris can do it.
That's crazy. Chuck Norris once punched a man in the soul. Those are your FPBs. Now it's time for some OTDs. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day.
Chuck Norris has a mug of nails instead of coffee in the morning.
Oof. Oh, that's going to be tough on the stomach.
Not for Chuck Norris.
In Pamplona, Spain, the people may be running from the bulls, but the bulls are running from Chuck Norris.
When Chuck Norris turned 18, his parents moved out.
18 years ago in 2008, Madonna, John Mellencamp, Leonard Cohen, the Dave Clark Five, and the Ventures were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. 23 years ago in 2003, how about this? AC/DC, The Police, The Clash, Elvis Costello and the Attractions, and the Righteous Brothers were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Woo!
I love me some John Mellencamp, but that is a much better class.
That's a much better class.
Righteous
Agreed.
Brothers?
The Righteous Brothers and the Police. Yeah.
AC/DC, The
AC/DC.
Clash.
Yeah, that's what I meant to lead with, right?
Oof.
146 years ago, in 1880, the Salvation Army arrived in the U.S. after being created in England.
I never knew that.
I didn't know that either.
Shanna, did you know that?
That it was British?
Yeah.
No.
Well, we all learned something today.
Yeah.
150 years ago, in 1876, Alexander Graham Bell transmitted the first telephone message to his assistant in the next room. It was, quote, "Mr. Watson, come here, I want you." Bell was in a panic because he had spilled acid on his clothes.
Oh,
I need help!
Yeah. Need some assistance after that.
Yeah.
And finally, 177 years ago in 1849, an Illinois attorney filed a patent for an inflatable airbag to lift grounded boats off sandbars. However, the inventor, Abraham Lincoln, was too busy pursuing politics, and the invention never developed.
Aw.
Yeah.
Did,
It's a shame he never became anything, isn't it? Could have been a somebody with that.
Mom's still disappointed.
Yeah, with that inflatable boat sandbar business. Yeah, it's too
Wait.
bad.
He was a president, right?
Was he?
I want to say he was.
Did he
I
do anything special in his presidency?
don't know.
Feels like,
I'm going to Google it.
yeah, maybe we should look it up.
Guys.
Turns out he was a pretty big deal, you guys.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, all
Was
right.
he the 16th president of the United States and
He could have
responsible for the Emancipation Proclamation? Was that him?
It might have been.
Oh my God.
Totally redeeming yourself. Thank you.
I would encourage anyone, any of our listeners, to Google Abraham Lincoln and learn about that man.
And
because,
yeah, learn more about the inflatable airbag invention.
Right.
Oh, and also the Civil War or whatever.
That too. The Gettysburg Address.
That was a good one.
Those are your FPBs and OTDs for March the 10th.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the L.A. area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Hi, it's Donna Harris from Phoenix No Limits Karate here with your daily safety tip. In public places, keep your hand over your beverage when not drinking. Let's all do our best to keep our community safe.
Dirigo Federal Credit Union is proud to call Lewiston, Auburn home. Whether you're buying a house, saving for the future, or growing your business, we're here for you, right where you live. Visit dirigofcu.com and feel the difference of a credit union that truly knows LA.
And now we shift focus fully to our guest in studio, President and CEO of the Lewiston Auburn Metropolitan Chamber of Commerce, Shanna Cox.
Hello.
Who is here for the final time.
Last time.
It's our goodbye.
This is like the best bookend experience I could ask for, though, right?
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
All that good stuff in the middle and then that like nice bookend at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
What do you want to talk about? This is your show.
It's weird.
This is your show.
Yeah. So I would be remiss if I didn't mention a couple of exciting things coming up. First of all, today's Tuesday. So if you're listening this today or on Wednesday, we're still accepting last days for annual awards nominations.
Okay.
And so great business leaders, One of my favorite awards is the Heart of the Community Award, and that's an award that anybody can nominate any individual. They don't have to be a chamber member who lives or works in Androscoggin County and is doing something in their volunteer time. Being awesome at work and your job, like paying you to volunteer, is not what we're talking about. We're talking about the folks who, and like our past recipients have included like a teenager who helped address hunger in her community. We've had folks who have been addressing homelessness. If there's somebody who like really stands out for the way they just kind of choose to spend their personal time in putting their heart back into the community, they're a great nomination. And so nominations close Wednesday night, so you can still get those in. We have Brewing Connections Thursday morning. That one's at Schooner Estates. You get to hear from 4 great members and meet with other people, generate some interest and some new contacts for your business. One of my favorite networking events. We have an afternoon edition now, too. You'll have to check the lametrochamber.com website event calendar for the upcoming ones, but we have started a new Brewing Connections that we host at Craft Brew Underground, so morning brew, afternoon brew, if you will. Yeah. But that was the first one that we did, was really great, really well received. People were really excited about it. And I'm looking forward to experiencing some of these events, like as a person.
Yeah.
I look forward to that. But so Brewing Connections is coming up. And then the other thing that I would name, get your booth or get registered for the B2B, Maine B2B Trade Show. Mm-hmm. Registration's free in advance, but we will charge you $5 at the door. So we really encourage you, like, get your free ticket. It just makes sense. Plan for it. And so that's coming up in April. Still time to get a booth. Mm-hmm. Make sure you're making an afternoon of it. We've really condensed that show so that it is, for the public. It's from 1 o'clock until 5:30. A really fun, very public cocktail hour it's 3:30 range before it closes out, and some private networking for vendors. So if you get a booth, you're going to get a little personal private experience before the floor opens up to the public, so that you get a chance to connect with people without having to worry about leaving your booth. That part's always hard for vendors. So folks should take those opportunities to promote their business or to connect with and support local businesses. Get after it.
And it's so much fun.
It is fun.
It's a lot of fun.
It's like a big party.
Well, and it's such a reminder. There's so many times that within our work at the Chamber, you get to see business owners and you hear them talk about something related that they're interested in or about their business. But there are very few opportunities to see somebody in the context of their business, to see them put their best self forward, to be able to see what their products are, what their services are. Like, it's a really great experience to really like meaningfully understand and connect with business owners. And I think there's just never been a more important time. There's always, but right now in particular, like, keep your business local, talk to real people, do business with real people, support them. They are the lifeblood of a circular economy. And, they're almost anything that you need to purchase or a service that you need to get, there is someone local offering it, and there is a local alternative. And I promise you, if it's 5 cents more, or $1 more an hour, or whatever, it is 100% worth it. And that money is just coming right back to your kids' baseball team or the mural that gets put up on it's just, dig into local guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's something you've always been about.
Yeah. I mean, I cared about it before I came to the role at the Chamber, and I'm a mom and I live here, and I just know firsthand, I have seen local business owners be just dedicated local community members over and over and over again. And when you support them, you're like really are making a difference and sending their kid to, summer camp, or it's real stuff.
Right. For our listeners who may not be aware, what's next for you?
Oh, it's so exciting. It's interesting. I feel like life is a bit of an iterative cycle, right? And so my next step is a familiar step for me. I'm reopening Project Tipping Point, which is a business that I had for 6 years prior to this role. It's also how I became involved in the Chamber, and my business joined, and I'll be rejoining again as I reopen. But Project Tipping Point works in strategy, and I facilitate conversations, I facilitate retreats, I facilitate strategic plans, but really, I think at the heart of what I do is I work with people who are trying to get to an outcome across some kind of difference. And so sometimes that can be a C-suite or a leadership team, whether that's a board or in a for-profit business. I do a lot of work with coalitions of folks who are trying to tackle kind of big, hairy issues in the world and figuring out how to get different stakeholders to really move the needle on something. And so sometimes that's in legislative spaces. Sometimes that's, kind of at the ground level in like as small and micro as like neighborhood change initiatives. Sometimes it's faith-based work. And so I'm super excited to get to work with business owners and community leaders again in like a kind of different lens and really be able to dig into strategy. I think the other thing that I'm really looking forward to and I'm excited about is these past 6 years I've gained additional experience in the hands-on operations. Before I would work on operational plans with leadership, but then I would leave and the leadership had to implement that. Sometimes they did an amazing job of that. I'd call out Main Street Skowhegan for just absolutely killing and follow through with their strategy work. If you look at Skowhegan, I worked on their strategic plan with them in, I think, 2014 and 2015, and they have just like ticked everything off that they worked for and have seen really incredible growth to their downtown and to their outdoor rec kind of industry and activities. And so it's just amazing to watch somebody follow through, but not everybody does, right? And so, yeah, being able to bring kind of the operational lens, the ability to, I think what's challenging is a lot of people either work at the detail level or they work at the strategy level, right? But there's not a lot of people who can navigate between those two elevations. And that's something that I've just always been able to do. And it makes a difference because sometimes a strategy is a really good strategy, but it is not achievable with the resources that you've got or with, within the operational time frame that you have. And being able to toggle between those two for something like realistic and achievable is key. It's a really important part of it. And so, so I get to do that work again, and I really look forward to it. I'm running for office.
I heard that.
You might have heard that.
What?
Yeah.
Nobody knew about that.
It's a lightly held secret. Yeah. So
Lightly held.
Yeah. So I'm excited. And in some ways that part also feels really familiar. I get to have conversations with people about what they want for their community or their retirement or their kids or their pets, which I wait till you see our Dogs at Door series. I came home this weekend just absolutely covered in paw prints and fur and
Love it.
Never been happier. Never been happier. Yeah, I just, I moved to Lewiston 2009 and I'd been working here for a little more than 5 years at that point and just really came up against our housing conditions. I think I looked at 27 apartments before I found one that I was like comfortable bringing my kids to and raising my kids in. And so started doing some work on housing policy, local ordinance changes, trying to see, codes enforced and standards put in. And back then I remember people being like, nobody cares about rental. And if we enforced the code, then everybody would leave and everybody would be homeless. Like there was just this notion that like nothing could be done. And you look now and there's infill development, there's market rate housing being built, there's affordable housing being built, there's neighborhoods pulling together, there's real physical transformation. And like I know firsthand that that's possible, and I know what can happen when people work together and say, I believe something different and something better is possible. And so I got to knock a lot of doors back in the day and talk to people about their housing conditions and worked on some issue-based campaigns. And so that's familiar to me too. So I think, my next era, if you will, my next season of my life is one I think that just is, I'm really fortunate to be able to spend my time in the places that I feel like are impactful and that I love. And it feels like a continuation of the work that I've been doing at the Chamber. And and I just I so want to see the Chamber continue to flourish. It's grown and changed and gotten stronger in so many ways in the last 6 years. And I just have full faith in the amazing team. Like I just full shout out to Dawn and Becca and Sam and Justin, Nicole, Megan. Like I get to work with incredible humans who are just going to do amazing things. I cannot wait. And selfishly, last kind of day at the Chambers, March 27th, and like be looking for my application coming in on Monday the 30th. And I won't waste a minute. And I can't wait to be part of that as a member, investing in that future and benefiting from the work of the Chamber. How lucky are we, right? Like in general.
Yeah, you and your team have cultivated, I don't know, it's a culture that is a lot more fun, but also it doesn't seem frivolous.
No.
Like it's fun in a way that, yes, we're doing business, but we're doing it in our community in a friendly, outgoing, and supportive kind of way. And you did that. You and your team did that, because I've been going to chamber breakfasts and chamber meetings for 16 years. And I've always enjoyed them, but until you and your team came in and started making the modernizations and the changes to things that really impact younger people in the community, and younger business owners, it was sort of like an old stuffy feeling, and now it doesn't have that anymore. It has a rejuvenation that you and your team brought to it, and it's awesome, and it's a great model for others.
It is one of my favorite kind of legacy pieces to leave behind, and one of the things that is like the highest compliment when people talk about it. And I have great peers in other chambers, and so love all of my peer chambers, but regularly hear that comment, and folks who go to other chambers will come to our events and say, every time I come to your event, somebody says hello to me, they invite me into a conversation, it feels welcoming and it feels inclusive, and it makes me excited to come to these events and to be part of it. And that was my similar experience, Sarah, is what you described when I first started being part of the chamber. It was not the most welcoming experience.
Stuffy.
Yeah, it was like it
wasn't very welcoming.
Yeah, as a younger woman, as a solo business owner, like I wasn't a large business. I didn't feel super seen. HR Thursdays was like one of the biggest programming pieces for businesses, and like I was self-employed and didn't have any employees, and like so we've worked really hard to make sure we're meeting. We have 700 members across 16 communities, and they're very different. 70% of our members are 10 employees or less, which mirrors the makeup of small businesses in Androscoggin County, and the need of a 6-person small business where the owner is like also doing QuickBooks and also doing the marketing on the weekend, and then whatever thing they got into business for, whether it's pottery or electrical work, right? And the thing that they're good at, and decided to start a business, and they're like, oh, now I have to do these six other things.
All the other things.
Yeah, that's true for the majority of businesses, right? And so meeting those folks where they are at, both by meeting their program needs, but also offering the learning opportunities and the networking opportunities in a way that's like conducive to the reality of that lifestyle, is very different than meeting the needs of major healthcare systems, which are some of our largest employers and are, a central piece to both quality of life, health in our communities, and employment and workforce. It's just very different needs, and we need to do both. Like that's the gig. We need to do both, and so there's a lot of lobbying work and advocacy work that we do for some of our larger members. That is the most important thing that they get and value that they get from their membership, and we're like dead heat of the legislative session, so I'm reminded of that every day right now, of like what bills are important and how we play an important role for our members in that. And then there's also like we're doing Business Lab. We had the second session of a 7-part series last night. Shout out to Sam, who's doing an amazing job leading that. We have 6 small businesses and entrepreneurs who are somewhere in the first 2 years or so of their business life cycle, and like meeting them where they're at is just like their needs are very different at that stage. And it's, we're working on like financial forecasting and how to know when it's time to grow and hire your first employee and make sure your pricing is right. And, those are really important things. And we need new businesses to start and to thrive. And I love our members, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know our staff and our new president and CEO, guys, stay tuned for our announcement about her, a little tip there, about her and her great previous work and what she's bringing to the chamber. We're excited to share more about that probably this week and next week. And
that is exciting.
Yeah. She'll start the 23rd. I'll give you a couple of little teasers. Breaking news here on Lydia's Lunch Bunch.
We love it.
Yeah.
We love breaking news.
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
We are a better community and a stronger community thanks to your leadership over
Absolutely.
the last 6 years. When you think about it, when you look back on the last 6 years at the Chamber, what are some of the highlights?
Listen, this is going to sound nuts. Not the pandemic itself. Don't get me wrong. That was really hard. And I'd been there like 5 months before the bottom fell out on the world, the whole world, right? But one of my favorite things from that, and I think this just speaks to like the entrepreneurial mindset that our team was in, we figured out, and we were like first in the state, how to engage people who were working from home or frankly not working from home, how to engage them where they were at in a meaningful way and not give up on core parts of our programming. And there were other associations and chambers who literally were like, we're making a decision right now from a planning perspective to not do any more events for a year. We're going to let the whole world sort itself out. We're just going to like make our operations the smallest they can be. And we didn't do that. We knew we were hearing from businesses how tough it was right now, how isolated they were feeling. Particularly, we're the youngest county in Maine and the youngest community in Maine, but we were an older state. And so there was a disproportionate number of people who were genuinely and rightly scared for their lives to be going out. And so like super isolated folks. And there was a lot of very real, very human moments in that time where we heard from business owners and from members just about kind of the uncertainty they were facing. And so our regular breakfast that we do where people come and they, get take-home items and we delivered breakfast bags and had breakfast Zoom meetings where people could brew their own coffee that was chamber member coffee, that we gave them goodies, and they were getting some interaction and some contact from the outside world in like safe and healthy ways. And we started that. I mean, the world shut down in March, and our first remote breakfast was June. We like barely missed a beat, and my staff had like a distribution plan. And it was Nicola Joy and I, who was the chair of the board at the time, sitting at my desk, just her and I, zooming to our 100 plus folks that were in. And so we did remote drop-off bags for 3 or 4 months exclusively while we just did Zoom meetings. And then we had that one, which we also, for more than a year, because folks were ready to come back at different times, we still delivered bags or sent items to folks and did a hybrid. And it was, I know it sounds like super normal now. Everybody like has a meeting owl and does hybrid stuff. And but at the time, we were all figuring out that technology on the fly still. And and if you somewhere those things live, those recordings, but like they were authentic. Yeah. And by that I mean like bumbly and real and fraught with the occasional technological issue. But that's definitely one of my favorite moments. Yeah. I think some of my other ones are these like intimate moments where I get to help somebody think through a hard business problem, and it's the kind of thing that they're not writing an email about and they're not mentioning in public. And it's hard stuff like my kid doesn't want to take over the business and I don't want to do this for forever, and how do I think about succession planning? Or I'm really struggling with this other location and I'm trying to figure out if we close or not. And how that'll affect my employees, like hard moments, crossroad moments for people, and being there, being a sounding board, being, somebody who can be a trusted thought partner, and then hearing from them 6 months or 3 years later and saying, my business is flourishing, or I'm doing great, or I did finally retire and that feels amazing. And you gave me the courage to think that through. Like, just there's been these really like small influential moments that, you throw the pebble and the ripple is still, it's those. And sometimes you're on the shore and you get to see that, come at you. And I love those moments. So there's dozens of those. I'm blessed.
Yeah. Before we get on to your favorite segment,
I do love it.
3 random questions.
Yeah.
Do you have any parting words for us or this community?
Yeah. Thank you for that opportunity. I really appreciate it. For the community at large, like, I have absolutely loved serving in this role. I've loved serving our members. I've loved serving our larger community with the events that we do and the way we promote this region. And Lewiston, Auburn, and our surrounding community, we are incredible. We have such amazing advantages of, you can live in a cute little cul-de-sac neighborhood and raise your kids next to other kids in walking distance from a school. You can live in a farm and be 8 minutes from any type of takeout or restaurant or musical show or theater that you want to see. We have this incredible community filled with amazing people waking up every day and doing something incredible to contribute to it. We are fortunate and privileged in this region, and don't stop believing in ourselves. We deserve nice things. We are not the dirty anything. We're an incredible place to live and to raise a family and to have a business and to retire. Folks should remember that, because I think sometimes the noise, the negative noise, just the volume on that has been turned up so much recently, and there's just so much to love here, people and places and things to do and experiences to have, and go experience it. Get out from behind your keyboard, get out from your living room and, take a walk or have a dinner or take in a show or, have a laugh and see somebody and just rejoice and remember who you are and where you come from and how fortunate are we. And so offer that to everybody and anybody who might listen. Like, give yourself a little daily affirmation. I love where I live and I'm happy to be here. And then for you too, like, you guys just keep doing, you're doing that every day, right? Like, you're helping showcase the amazing people and the amazing stories. LA Metro Magazine does that. Uncle Andy's does that. Y'all just keep being incredible and lifting up the great. And I can't wait to see what this community continues to do, what my successor does with the chamber and my amazing team continues to do, and what you guys print in your pages and what you put out on your podcast. And I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the.
I'm not going anywhere. Like,
You're part of our community.
Yeah, and so still happy to call it home. Still happy to have a business here. Still happy to work here and
Raise almost adults here.
yeah, man. just had another birthday with one of them, and frontal cortex, 25. So our 21st and 19th birthdays, like, on the road to full adulthood.
Wow.
Yeah, no, they're great. I love my kids, but yeah, and they're not, and that's the amazing thing about having kids. And I get that that's not for everyone. I wasn't sure it was for me. Sometimes I'm still not. I love them.
I can relate.
But yeah, right? Like, I mean, that's any parent can relate. And if you are not a parent and you just heard that, you can't judge. Please don't. It's not fair. But like, watching your kids, I have kids who are like active in shows and the performing arts and volunteering and work for local businesses, including one of your sponsors for the program, Du Bois. And like, it's just amazing to see this community through their eyes and the way they enjoy it too. And yeah, like, how fortunate are we, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty fortunate.
Love it.
Thanks for that opportunity.
Of course. Thank you.
So much love to give.
Uncle Andy's Digest is turning 30, and you're invited to celebrate with us. Join us Friday, May 22nd from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn Auburn Riverwatch for a night of celebration. For 3 decades, Uncle Andy's Digest has been Central Maine's community-focused monthly advertising publication, connecting local businesses with loyal readers. Enjoy 90s music from Palo Entertainment, hors d'oeuvres, a cash bar, in recognition of our longest-running advertisers, and much more. Find all the details in the latest issue of Uncle Andy's and on Facebook. We can't wait to see you there.
Now it is time for our final segment called 3 Random Questions. Sarah, I don't think we've ever had a guest on this show that we have asked more random questions to than Shanna Cox.
Yeah, it's
Piled over the years.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you qualify for the bonus question as well, so it turns into 4 random questions.
I work hard for the bonus. I work hard for it.
For those who don't know Shanna, she loves gardening. You take great pride in your garden. What is your favorite kind of flower?
Oh, I mean, so if you're a real gardener, you kind of have to pick one per season, right? Like, what's your favorite flower blooming at any given time is a very different question. But if I had to pick my like actual favorite flower, it's a peony.
Oh, they're so beautiful.
I mean, a ranunculus is like as beautiful, but I don't tend to grow those in my garden. And I've got these kind of like family heirloom peonies that for me are like not just beautiful and smell amazing and last nicely in a vase, and but also have this other like familiar context for me. And so peony. And if you made me pick, there is a blush peony that's this light pink with just a touch of darker pink, not the fuchsia, around the tips. That just is my absolute favorite to see in a vase. Good question.
Thanks.
It's a tough one. There's lots of others that are on that list, but if I had to pick the one.
That's the one.
It's the one that I have 3 different oil paintings of in my house. That's how I know it's my favorite. I can't pass up a good painting without snagging it.
All right, ready? What is your theme song?
Oh, it's funny. Montel Jordan, This Is How We Do It.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it was like how I show up in the world and the theme song that you're like playing when I do the thing, yeah. This is how it,
Yep.
yeah. Just to remind, like, sometimes it's my like song that's like, oh girl, no, but this is how we do it. We're just gonna go get this done. We're gonna do this thing. Yeah, it is the soundtrack song in the back of my head. It's, I don't know if I ever got introed on a stage, it's the song that you should play as I kind of like, yeah, this is how we do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Good to
Yeah.
know.
Nice.
I just want to say, too, that This Is How We Do It is much better than his previous song, This Is How We've Always Done It.
Which you know I hate.
I know.
that.
That's my point.
Don't look up that song. That is just a phrase that Shanna despises.
I despise it. It's the antithesis of everything I stand for.
Yeah.
Because this is how I've always done it. My answer to that is different than what's your favorite song to sing out loud, obnoxiously. If you ever ask me that
And
song.
what might that be?
Blister on the Sun.
I'm not familiar.
No, really?
Really?
Yeah, really?
Really? I'm going to
Violent Femmes?
Yeah.
No?
Oh, today's been a good day of exploring. We're all gonna look at each
Surprised. No,
other.
I'm surprised.
It's such a good. It's my favorite song for the kids and I to be in the car and just turn up and we all just like. There's a part in the song where you get really loud and then you like bring it down to like a and then you get loud again.
Chances
my
are
favorite.
I've heard it before.
I'm sure you've heard it before.
I think he's just trying to get you to sing it.
Oh, trust me, this is a good example of the one
I'm
you
not
don't
like
want me to sing. I would murder that song.
I'm not playing.
Not in a good way.
We have asked Shanna so many questions over the years. I'm pretty sure we have never asked this one. Shanna, what is a telltale sign that you are upset?
Oh.
Oh, I get quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm one of those that like if I care enough to still raise my voice or to like but wait, right? Like if I'm engaging, then I might be passionate or I might be excited. But if I'm like upset, it starts to sound like this. Okay. Thank you. No, that's fine. That's
when you should be worried.
You should be concerned.
Yep.
That's when you run for the exits.
Yeah.
Same.
In work or at home, right? Like, because you know you're getting into it with the kids or the partner, and you're at the house, and then you're just like, oh, really? Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thanks. We'll talk about that after dinner.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh no, I'm gonna go clean my room right now, Mom. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about it. We don't need to talk about it later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of that right now. Right now.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. That like quiet, and
Yeah. It's scary.
It's a quiet with a dead eye,
It's
like a go
scary.
ahead.
Like a shark.
It's yeah. Oh no, that's fine. Yeah.
Oh, she just gave me the dead eye.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that ever again.
It is a mom. You.
Yeah. So this is, I don't know if this happens at your house too, but I have the same response when I'm overwhelmed. And so I will get quiet and like sort of introspective and just be like trying to do all of the things, and my whole family will become like eggshell scared. And then they'll say something to me and I'll be like, what? And they'll be like, oh, she's just
Focus.
in her thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't do anything. It's not us.
I like keeping them on their toes, though, right?
Phew.
Yeah. No, that's right.
Just be like, what? Huh? You guys talking to me?
All right, Sarah, I'm hearing from our producers, and they said Shanna did such a great job answering our 3 random questions that she gets to answer a 4th question.
Yay!
Keep rocking it.
Perfect quote, Pickle.
Thanks, producers.
If you could rename any animal, what would you choose and what would the new name be?
What would you call the squirrel?
Yeah, right? I love that. That's going to plague me for forever. Did I tell you? Put a pin in the squirrel, because I have a friend who apparently also has a squirrel thing. We bonded over my embarrassing answer to a former question. I'm going to give this one to Nicole. So shout out to Nicole Poulin, who's our incredible leadership assistant, has worked for us for years. moved to Florida during that time, and we loved her so much. We were like, we'll figure this out. And she's been incredible as a full remote worker. Goose. I would rename the goose Cobra Chicken.
Cobra chicken. That's what they call them in Canada.
That's a good one.
I think we should just make it official. We
Yeah.
should make it official. Apparently, Nicole's neighborhood is overrun with Cobra chickens.
Oh.
And yeah, she's not a fan.
Yeah.
And so, in honor of Nicole, I would say let's permanently rename Goose to Cobra
So
chickens.
I have something similar.
What's yours?
The loon
Oh,
is a murder duck.
I can see that.
See, it's long, Bill.
Yeah,
It's a murder duck.
that makes sense. And they lull you with that pretty song.
And you're like,
in
look
quick.
how beautiful. Ah!
Yeah. They're also
Stab you from
huge.
underneath.
They're huge.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, the people, you see them across the lake, and you're like, oh, cute little bird. Those
Yeah, no.
those buggers are
They're big.
monsters.
They're big old birds.
Yeah.
Big old birds.
What a pleasure.
Right?
I love that.
Yeah.
What about you? We got Sarah's.
What about me?
What would you
Yeah.
rename?
What would it be?
I would rename every cat Mittens.
Mittens.
All the cats are mittens.
All of them mittens?
All of them.
So you're a crazy cat lady with 12 cats, and they're all mittens.
Well, you can do
Mittens one?
variations. Like we have a friend who has like 4 cats, and I'm like, that's orange mittens, that's black mittens, that's white mittens.
Long-haired, fuzzy
Yeah,
mittens.
I've always been a fan of the name Mittens for a cat for some
Good
reason.
one.
All the mittens.
Regardless of their
mittens.
coloring.
Regardless,
Yeah.
Because I've had some tuxedo cats that had the like white paw mittens.
it's a white and black mittens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, duly noted.
Mittens.
The next cat that I own, I will name Mittens for you,
All right.
in honor of Mr. Mark Turkop.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Mabel mittens.
Shanna, it's been a pleasure, and I hope you can come back in obviously a different capacity sometime, even if you want to just come hang out and chat with us.
If you ever need like a Sarah takes a vacation,
Yeah.
you need
Oh,
somebody.
you'd be a great co-host.
Yeah, I can't sing for crap,
Yeah.
so you'll have to play her recorded stuff. But otherwise, I'm here for it.
Did you guys know that Chuck Norris narrates Morgan Freeman's life?
Thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption and DeBlois Electric for sponsoring today's episode. And if you would like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com.
Have a great day. And remember, don't bite your cat.